Hello and welcome to my final presentation for creating road corridors using AutoCAD Civil. Course objective. My initial objective to create this course was to create a road corridor using AutoCAD Civil but as a single lesson. I decided to break it down into 3 lessons to reduce the cognitive load. My strategy was to use the dig and carry model and its 9 steps to implement into this training course. Why did I choose the dig and carry model? Because the way it could be integrated, and it also lets you evolve into introducing more objectives, which now takes me to Vygotsky's theories, where I followed the self-regulation and metacognitive types of learning so that the learners could reflect on their own learning and research and compare to what they were learning and integrated and modify their own product. I chose Wix as the landing platform because I wanted to personalize this training so that the learners could feel more familiarized and gain more interest into participating in this training module. This is an example of a road corridor provided by the AutoCAD program. Right now you will see a difference of how this picture looks to the actual product. The ultimate goal for this project was to create a formative evaluation and also integrate additional lessons, have greater quantity of learners, and finally create a summative evaluation. This is an example of a formative evaluation I created for my trial learners. The accomplishments for this project were the completion of this course design. 2 of the 3 trial learners completed the training, and one of the great accomplishments I completed with this course design was to have more communication and collaboration within the employees of the company. Because sometimes we work together, there isn't much communication nor collaboration. With this, I kind of broke the ice for them to have more communication and also have a topic of interest, which takes me to the metacognitive type of learning that they can explore and also integrate by helping each other, or new methods to try out using AutoCAD and civil engineering projects. This is an example of the email I would send to my trial learners with their certificate of completion. Before and after accomplishments of this project was to write clear instructions, also integrate videos in different pages so that it would look less cluttered in the lesson 1 page. And I was able to integrate less clicks for the learner to get to where they wanted by removing several steps of submitting their project. Here's a little example of the before. You can see the windows look really small. The quiz window also looks small. And here the submit project's instructions was to create an online storage account, and I believe this was causing deviation from focusing on the actual product. Here's an example of the interactive activity without any instructions. And also the multimedia video where it was integrated all in the same page. Rational course design. The example I'm going to show you is from lesson 1 for my training module. I had 3 trial participants and some completed all the objectives. Example of my finalized product. As you can see, it has a cleaner look, and the background for the text, this is a welcome message and some instructions to use the web page. I integrated the course outline inside the menu, and before I had it in a PDF where the learner had to download it and take more steps. In lesson 1, I created an introduction and all the objectives the learner needed to follow to complete this lesson. These are the required readings, and as you can see, the participants have been collaborating in this lesson. Lesson 1, quiz and assignment. Now the multimedia instruction leads you to open the video in another web page so the learner could follow the instructions from the assignment and have the video on another monitor. The quiz and the interactive activity were populated with more instructions and also more hints so that the learner could follow. The project assignment, and here is the new submit project instructions, where the learner will submit their project into the server and have quicker results. Compared to the initial picture I showed you in the beginning of the presentation, this is an exaggerated view of what an actual civil engineering drawing should look like. I added a 3D surface so you could see the actual road and the levels it's taking with the elevations. Sometimes the actual product doesn't show you how an exact civil engineering project could look like. And of course, creating your own product can also help other people understand and manage a civil engineering project. The lessons learned for this project were time management, communication, keeping the project simple, following the main points, and also be prepared for changes. Time management is very important to follow when you're creating these type of projects, and also communication is important with your trial learners and whoever is participating in your project. A good way to have a smoother flow in creating these type of instructional modules is to keep it simple and follow your main point with direct instructions, and also be prepared for changes in workflow, as it is in any company where sometimes there is a lot of work and sometimes there is no work, and this can cause a downshift on how your learners are participating and how you are also following their participation into your product. The future for this project is to finalize the training and add possible new lessons. I mentioned this because one of my trial learners that completed all 3 lessons was interested in helping me out into this instructional module, because as he was creating his own product, he found creating intersections, creating sidewalks, driveways, and other interesting objects that would be helpful for the future of the company and also for the future of the learner. Thank you.